Est, climbing into my dad's old Chevy truck. We may have a nice house and plenty of money, but my dad refuses to upgrade anything that still works. That's why we still drive his beat-up blue truck. That's about 100 years old. My dad buckled his seatbelt and started the car. Do you remember the Joragumo? He asked. Part of learning how to care for monsters is learning about all the different types that are out there, and there's way more than you would think. I racked my brain, knowing that I had read the name before in one of my dad's books. But for the life of me, I couldn't remember. Something? Japanese? I said lamely. She's a type of yokai, he explained, as we began to drive. You remember the book I had you study about them? Yeah, I remember, I said, as some of the memories came back. So, what kind of yokai is she? Her name is Mrs. Mori. The yokai she's descended from is called the Binding Bride, he answered. The Spider Woman. I felt a shiver down my spine. There aren't too many things I'm afraid of, but spiders? Spiders are definitely on the list. You think you'll be okay? Dad asked, glancing sideways at me. Yeah, I said quickly. Totally fine. So what's wrong with her? A difficult pregnancy, he replied. The baby is a hybrid, so she's been having complications. I felt my face go a little whiter. The only medical thing that still made me squeamish was birthing. So a birth in a spider lady? This was going to be interesting. It was a long drive to Mrs. Mori's house. Most monsters don't want to live too close to a town or major city. They prefer to be well out of the way, where they'll be harder to find. After nearly an hour of driving through fields, we came to a long driveway. At the end of the driveway stood a small house surrounded by tall, dark trees. I took a deep breath and tried to calm my nerves as we turned down the dirt drive. We stopped in front of the house and climbed out of the truck. My dad got his medical bag out of the back seat, and we went up the front door together. It looked like any other house on the outside. A red door and a welcome mat, flower boxes and windows. The only thing that was a little different was all the spider webs. To my right hung a massive, intricate web, and in the center of the web hung an enormous yellow garden spider. I swallowed hard as Dad knocked on the door. We heard soft footsteps from inside the house, and I braced myself as it slowly opened. The interior of the house was dark, so it was hard to see what lay beyond. In front of us stood a young boy, who shyly held the door halfway open as he stared up at us. He was probably around 6 years old, with light skin and straight black hair. He would have looked normal, if not for the fact that he had a second pair of eyes.